Hello, welcome to another video. Umut here. Today I'm going to work on my napkin journal. I have these inserts I put in my traveler's notebook cover, and I came to the last page now, so I'm going to create a new one in the next video. And if you want to see how I create it, I will put the video up in the cards or down below at the description area, so that you can have an option how to create a napkin journal. Today I'm using this beautiful flower napkin that has pastel colors, and I really love it. I've been sent this by a crafty friend all across the ocean from the US, so thanks so much to my friend. And we made a challenge to ourselves. She's going to use the same napkin as me and see who comes with which ideas with the same visual. So it will be fun to see hers as well. I'm using gesso first on my journal because I'm going to use acrylic paints and gel sticks, which you will see in a second. That requires gesso to move much easier. It's the equivalent of gelatos basically. So I stick my napkin like this, as if it's hanging from up. And I'm using my Paper Artsy cheesecake color to have a first background color laid down. I'm just going over the napkin edges a little bit too to integrate it into the background. And I'm using my hand because it gives more control, and I can make it a little more transparent. So I'm using these gel crayons, which are actually similar to distress crayons or gelatos, but much cheaper. So I wanted to see how they perform against those. It has 36 colors and gorgeous colors. Plus it's only $14, so it's much cheaper than any one of these. But let's see how they perform. I'm going to use similar colors as gelatos and this. So I started with this light color, with this, thinking they are the same, but it's much brighter. So I'm going to take another color of gelato, which is a little bit more brighter. The pigments are nice. From my experience, the gelato moves with your finger much easier. It's more creamy, but the other moves with water quite easily as well. Pigments are nice, it's bright enough. There is a little bit inconsistency, which is like, for example, this purple is a little bit less pigmented and a little bit inconsistent. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not giving me a smooth look. Whereas the other blue and the other colors that I used were totally okay. For example, this. So I think for $14, if you buy 36 colors, I think it's great value. I would definitely buy it. And again, thanks to my friend who sent it to me all across US for me to try it. I think, and you can purchase it from Amazon. For me, it's a really great value. Since I laid down the acrylic paint and I even have gesso at the background, I can easily play with these crayons and move it with my finger. I really advise you to use either gesso or lay down an acrylic color before using these. I always use gesso with these crayons or gelatos, because otherwise it sinks into the paper and it's much harder to move, so you don't get the results that you want. So my idea is to replicate the colors that this napkin has inside, here and there, creating a pastel look which would be very colorful. And I'm using the white actually to tone down the colors and blend it into the page much better and smoother. I really like the white. It does its job very well. It's true that gelatos are more high quality. If I say they are the same, it wouldn't be right and fair. But again, if you think about the price that you pay for them, which is not cheap, I think this is really enough. I mean, how many times, if you're not using them all the time for all your journals, for backgrounds in big amounts, if it's the core of your creating, that's another story. Then maybe it's fair to invest in gelatos. But if you use it from time to time, just to give a little bit color here and there, make borders and such, I think it's a very good value for what you pay. While I talk, I continue to use different colors. I used a little bit coral or orange and pink, and as you see, after that I am using the white on the edges to just smooth it out and change the tone a little bit to a lighter pastel one. And I'm matching the colors inside the napkin. This is another method. Until now I used acrylic paints mainly, but you can also use these tools to give color to your napkin pages. But I felt more comfortable and the edges disappeared, I think, better using an acrylic background first. And in any case, you could use white to do that as well. And I'm really enjoying my time playing and just moving these colors all over the page. I'm just trying to have darker and brighter tones all around the edges of the napkin, so the napkin gets disappeared. And I'm making it lighter, and it also adds depth, and I'm making it lighter when I'm moving away from the napkin. If this is too fast for you, you can always use the option down at the right bottom corner, I think, to make it slower. I think this is 2 times faster than my normal speed. I think I'm happy with the background now, and I am going to move to giving more interest using this stencil from 13 Arts. This is all it says: free your mind, create art, and it's from 13 Arts. They have a web page of their own. And I'm going to use these splashes and brushes to complete my page. I'm using this texture paste. It's from Daler Rowney and it's light modeling paste. My favorite is Liquitex, but I had this at home, so I'll use it. And it's good. I'm just laying down some brown color and see if it will make enough color for the paste to be colored. I want a brown one. And I put more and more, cutting it with my spatula, but I can't say it's giving the effect that I want. So in this case, I did it with gelatos before and they give quite a good color. So in this case, I think it's not a good idea to combine these with a paste to give a color to the paste. Anyway, it gave a little bit color and I'm going to use it with the stencil to make the splashes. And maybe afterwards I will give a darker color when it dries. It's not a problem. I could use white and color afterwards too. I just wanted to have a clean job from the beginning, but it's okay. And I made a mess here, but I will use my baby wipe to clean it. And if I lose the color, which I can because this moves with water, I will just color it back. If you don't want to have this problem, you can seal it with either with a dry brush with matte medium, or you can use a fixative spray, or you can use a cheap hairspray. They will all work and fix this background that can move with other mediums now. Again, I made a mess, but I will clean it. It's not a problem. When the paste is still wet, you can just remove it and shape it yourself. So my idea is having these splashes and having the brushes in the middle. For this I am going back to my beloved acrylics and using London Night color from Paper Artsy, which will be similar with the other, and use this for putting my brushes. I will wait for it to dry, and then you will see I will even give a darker color. While I do that, I'm going to work on the sentiment. I have these sticker sets from Bella Boulevard in various colors, which is helpful. I put them once in my stash and I use them again and again different times. So I found some colors that will match the background. My idea is to have each letter with a different color and write splash because it's a splash of color. I'm just using the white ones when I don't have the color I want, and paint them with acrylics or these gel sticks. Here the S is a little bit lighter. You will see in the pictures that I colored it to a darker pink, and I colored the splash, the brushes, with a darker brown as well with the gel stick, and it works as I wish. And I made a frame with the dark brown gel stick as well. Lastly, I made some splashes again with the dark brown, and my page is ready. I hope you enjoyed this napkin journal. If you did, don't forget to like or subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.